And one local artist keeps her legacy alive with a series of annual tribute shows.
Yeah, the tour is making stops at venues across Western New York, from Naples to Ithaca. And this weekend, it's all coming to Rochester. For more on the tribute tour and the upcoming show happening this weekend, we're joined now by musician Lauren Faggiano. Thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I want to dive in for somebody who might not remember you coming in last year around this time. Talk to us about your love for the music of Joni Mitchell.
Sure. I'm 46 now, and I probably mid-teens was when I started to really listen to her music. And I was just a little dabble, and then the more albums I dove into, just the more I fell in love with her music, because she really evolved as a musician and as a lyricist, and so I just really admired her growth and her depth.
Very good. And, you know, for a young person who's sitting at home, just like you were when you first started listening, what is it that really kind of drew you in and made you say, oh, like, this is something I aspire to be?
Yeah, well, because she never really stuck to one genre. You know, a lot of people know her as this maybe more quiet folk singer, which is really not her at all if you really look at what she's done. And the chordal structure that she puts together and the way that she does all these open tunings, she didn't invent the idea of open tunings, but she invented these different open tunings to get the colors that she was looking for. Because do you ever see the memes with like the jazz guitarists where their fingers, they got like 15 fingers? And well, it's really hard to play that in a standard tuning. So she invented these different tunings so she could get, you know, the sus2s and 4s and 9s and 11, all these really just lush chords. But do it in a way that it was really adaptable for her to do simple bar chords or just more simple movements with her hands.
I want to piggyback off of Abby's question here and go back to when you were 15 years old listening. Where in the catalog did you start? And for someone who may be unfamiliar with the works of Joni Mitchell, where would you recommend they start?
That's a tricky one. Blue is super popular, and that is where I started. However, that's not really where I landed as far as like my most passion for an album. But the song River was just the longingness, it was just gorgeous. And the way that she sort of brought in the melody of Jingle Bells, but then wove it into her own song. And it was just really, I was really into Tori Amos, and so that sort of angsty piano thing was something that I still really enjoy. But that's really what drew me in. But I don't know, all her albums are so good. It's really, it would be hard to pick. But I do want to say, is I've had several people that have come to the shows that, you know, they'll come to support the musicians and don't really know her catalog. And they're just like completely floored, because even if you don't know her music, you will come out loving her music. And the way that we approach the music, too, it's not, we don't cover it note for note. I mean, certainly we do some of things very similar to how she did it, but it's really our interpretation at times, too, our voice in expressing how we feel in the song.
Very good. And tell us a little bit about the tribute show that you're going to be performing here.
Yeah, so, well, Friday night we're in the Riviera Theater in Geneseo, and that's her actual birthday. And then Sunday, we're doing a birthday brunch type of thing at Lovin Cup here in Rochester.
Oh, nice.
So it'll be a busy weekend. And we're also hosting musicians from all over the United States and Canada to feature them to do a few of her songs as well. So each show will be very unique and different. And because her catalog, I mean, it's just decades and decades worth of music. And so we try to vary it.
For someone who is sitting at home, and you're going to hear Lauren perform in just a minute on the other side of the break. But before that, for somebody sitting at home after that who then wants to hear all of your versions and interpretations of her music, is there somewhere they can go to hear that?
Well, we have a Spotify, we're on Spotify and Apple Music. Lauren and the Good Souls is the band. And so we do have our own original music. We're not a cover band. We do covers. We do this, it's Joni season, we call it. But we also do like Women's History Month shows in March.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's really about bringing people together and lifting people up. And so it's a wonderful band to be a part of.
And I think that is, you know, such a great part about listening to music, right? Something that people can, for the most part, just agree on and enjoy as a group.
Yes, definitely.
Excellent.
So on the other side of the break, we're going to hear you perform. Tell us a little bit about what song we're going to hear.
Sure. So I'm actually going to do an original song that you won't hear at the shows this weekend. It's a song that I wrote initially thinking of my mother and my aunts and my grandmothers and just these really beautiful and empowered women in my life that have had such a great influence. But when in retrospect, you know, it really does capture these different women musicians that have really led the way and made me feel like I can get out there and play too. So it's called The Women That Have Come Before Me.
Very good. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. And stick around because we're going to be getting that live performance coming up on the other side of the break.
We're back after this.
You didn't like that she was being bossy. I'm ruling in your favor, $1,496. Who's the boss now?
Weekdays at 5 on Fox Rochester.
Alrighty, all that's left is for both of us to sign here, and the car is yours.
Do you mind if I...
It's all part of an annual Joni Mitchell tribute show.
Yeah, she's taking the stage this weekend at Lovin Cup. But before that, she's going to be performing for us live in studio. Thank you so much for sticking around. We appreciate it. Yeah. And you brought some guests with you as well.
Yep, Kelly Izzo Shapiro and Amanda Domino.
Very good. Excellent. And what are you going to be playing for us?
So it's a song called The Women That Have Come Before Me. It's a song I wrote, I don't even know, how many years ago? Maybe about 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
But it's all about the empowering women in your life.
Yes.
Terrific. Take it away.
All right. Strength, wisdom, and beauty shine for all to see. Never did they boast, and I'll carry on the legacy of the women that have come before me. The women that have come before me. I hold my head up high, though my heart is heavy, and I'll dance in the rain of the heavens that hold the refrain of the women that have come before me. The women that have come before me. All that's lost but not forgotten, the sacrifice I never knew. So many questions left unasked. So I look in the mirror and unmask the women that have come before me.